Welcome to the Pickleball Legends podcast, hosted by me, Evan Small. This is the place where passion for the game meets the stories of the players, coaches and fans who make pickleball more than just a sport. They make it a story worth telling. Today, I'm joined by Jonathan Small, one of the co-founders of our sponsor, PicklePals. You might also notice that he's my dad. You'll hear some family stories from the court, and an explanation of what PicklePals is all about. So let's dive right on in. Today, this episode is filmed in the Maldives, the holiday islands near India. That's why you might hear some tropical birds flying around or the sounds of the sea in the background. We're sat on the beach at the moment. We thought this would be an ideal opportunity, as we are on a pickleball coaching holiday, to film an episode. Today's guest is actually my dad. This is Jonathan Small, one of the co-founders of PicklePals. So, Jonathan, Dad, what can you tell me about PicklePals? What is it?
Well, people may have seen some bits on social media about PicklePals. We've been dripping some information out for a couple of months now about the company, and it's a company that we've set up in conjunction with one other person, Alex. That's designed to serve the pickleball community better. We want to solve problems that pickleball club leaders and pickleball players might have, to enable them to enjoy the game more, take away any issues they may have with regard to booking courts, or if you're a club leader, with regard to the legal responsibilities. Also just generally developing a community that supports each other, enables you to play at different clubs, book onto different sessions, and we've got great plans in the pipeline in order to give back to the sport and develop more features for the benefit of the pickleball community.
So it's very much about community-driven problem solving and just making pickleball a better place for everybody.
Absolutely. We've noticed that pickleball very much seems to be stuck in the 20th century with regard to lots of things that take place, from paper-based recording to having to remember the complex scores you might be on, and that might be a challenge for some people. So we just want to bring it into the 21st century more, so that it just serves us all better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, pickleball, it's a new sport, right? It's growing. It's the only way is up. More players. We're getting bigger clubs, more difficult to manage with paper and pen systems. So making it digital, while it's a big change, taking small steps, trying to progress through to get everything as simple, effective and quick as possible, does make sense.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, we're all short of time these days. We'd rather be playing on the court than doing anything else. Generally, I think everybody who's listening to this podcast is probably in the same position. So the more that this can all be streamlined for club leaders and for players, the better it can be. We've put a fair amount of work into the background already. We're at the point where we're rolling it out to other clubs for them to take advantage of it.
So you mentioned there about an app. Is that the first problem that we're solving?
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted this to be app-based. The world is very much app-based these days. So just having a simple app on your phone that enables you to connect with others, book sessions, and make payments for your courts. That's a very good place to start for players, we think.
Yeah, being able to pay with your card and find all your clubs, all your sessions in one place, almost like the hub for pickleball. Being able to get everything you need from there.
And yeah, absolutely. Ideal. I think you're absolutely right. The phrase "the hub for pickleball" makes absolute sense. And it's very much being led by the people on the ground, the players, the coaches, the leaders. We're getting input from lots of people to help to make sure we're serving the community as best as we can.
Yeah. So you mentioned there the player, the club, and the leader. So it's us three. Myself, my dad and Alex. We are a coach, a club leader and a player. So it's all coming from this being in the know, seeing the problems and building on those problems, solving those problems together, going out to other clubs and trying to fix these issues, but in a way that helps everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. Our whole aim is to give to pickleball. That's a real driver for us. We want to see this sport thrive. We've only discovered it 3 years ago, and we have an absolute love for it. And we just want to see it thrive. And we just saw opportunities to help do a little bit for the pickleball community. And it's great to have that chance to do it.
Yeah, that sounds great. Well, you mentioned there that you've been playing for 3 years. So what's your story? How did you get into pickleball?
Okay, so when you were little, we used to go on holiday to a place called the Manor Hotel in Oakhampton, Devon, and they had pickleball competitions. So we'd have a little dabble in pickleball, just because try any sport, and we went on holiday there a few times, a handful of times, and we'd give it a go. But we eventually moved to Oakhampton in Devon, and we decided that we'd like to take up pickleball more seriously, join a club, and enjoy playing. So we joined the local club, just started. And we ended up helping to run, and then ended up running that club between us. And it's a sport that all three of us enjoy. It's the first sport together that we've done as a family of three, and we all love it, and we are actively involved in that sport.
So this club, has it grown since you joined it?
Yeah, so obviously as a new club, it was only small size. We are only a small population in a town in Devon, in the UK, and it's we always getting new players coming along. We're trying to actively help with coaching them. Both you and I have done level 1 coaching qualification, looking at you doing more coaching qualifications. And we want to share the fun and the joy with everybody about what pickleball can bring to their lives. It's such a great thing, not only for physical activity but also for mental health. I have a long commute for work, and I travel on a Friday, and it's a long travel, and I'm tired. And I've got no energy, and I turn up on court, and within 5 minutes I'm raring to go. I'm loving it. I'm back in the day, and I just want to play lots.
Yeah, just addicted to pickleball, just like everyone else.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So, as I've mentioned before, we're out here on a pickleball holiday. Can you tell us any more about that? What are we?
Yeah. So what happened was that at Christmas, Evan eventually decided on what he'd like to do as a career, and that was to be involved more in pickleball, but doing pickleball coaching, getting involved in the app and PicklePals, and so we saw an advert for a pickleball coaching holiday run by two well-known characters within the sport, Julie Mack and Sam Basford, and we thought, well, let's give that a go. Let's go along to that and see what that brings to us. And so we ended up with going on a level 1, which Sam was running, and he got to know us there, and Julie as well. Yeah. And then we've ended up, getting to know them now, coming on away with them. There's 18 of us in total on this pickleball coaching holiday, and it's been great. I mean, it's certainly been warm here. It's a place you only want to play in the early morning and later on in the afternoon, but it's been great, and we've been learning lots. Yeah.
And it's definitely showing the community aspect of pickleball, in that we're 18 people who didn't know each other before we came on this trip, and I don't know about you, but I can definitely say that I'll be keeping in contact with some of these people, great people we've met. And it just shows that common interest of pickleball just carries people in conversation, play together, and then we've had meals together, lunches together, and it's just been great.
Yeah,
great
I mean,
time.
After this morning session when we were all hot and baking and sweating, we all just jumped into the sea together. It was like being in the jacuzzi together, all sat there just chilling and chatting. I think Lee's phrase was brilliant. He said the other day, we came as strangers, we'll be leaving as friends.
Yeah,
That's definitely true for lots of pickleball.
And I think that sums up really about PicklePals, is that we're trying to make sure that it's a friendly, supportive organisation for pickleball players.
Yeah. So is there anything that you're taking from the coaching very well that's their coaching styles and
I mean they're great coaches. I mean really encouraging and supportive. They make sure that they're helping you out in whatever way, shape or form they can see that you might need help. They're very approachable, very friendly, and just fitting in as one of the gang. They're not you wouldn't think they were our coaches. They're just on holiday with us, effectively, and it's a really nice touch. But you know, for their knowledge and their experience, it's just great to be able to just ask any questions, to get their input on any shots. And they've put a structured program together for us this week that's already testing my abilities with pickleball, and we're only on day 3 of the holiday, and already I'm doing shots that I've never tried before.
Most people who have played pickleball probably come from other racket sports. Some pick it up new. That's one of the great things that I find about pickleball, is that anybody can play. You don't have to be good at tennis or good at badminton or table tennis. Did you have any experience?
Not at any competitive level. No, just hitting a bat and ball around with you mainly. I had some experience before you came along, but nothing. My sport was dragon boat racing. You didn't use a bat then. You still used a paddle, but it was a much bigger paddle. But no, not with a racket sport.
So dragon boat racing, you said. So that's
just throw it in there.
Yeah, just so can you tell us more about that? Because I'm sure lots of people won't know what dragon boat racing is.
So dragon boat racing is 18 to 20 people in a big long boat, sat in pairs, each with a paddle, one paddling right, one paddling left. You have a helm at the back steering the boat, and you have a drum at the front banging the beat of the rate for you to be paddling at. And it's a very inclusive sport, and as I think all sports are, they're very supportive. They're great ways to make friends and have positive mental health and just be active. It was a period of my life that I did for 10 years dragon boat racing, and went to some amazing places, and not the Maldives. I haven't spotted a dragon boat out there, although beautiful calm seas for doing it.
Incredible.
I'm sure Dragon Boat Club would love to come here. I used to paddle for Pershore Phoenix Dragon Boat Club. But some amazing opportunities and experience within the sport. I paddled down the Grand Canal in Venice. I took part in the Queen's Jubilee and pageant. We did the Great River Race, where you were the drummer nearly being thrown off in the tidal waters. I've raced in Barcelona, raced all around the UK. Just another inclusive, great sport.
Yeah, and that's lots of great places, lots of amazing experiences. And I'm sure pickleball will take you, and has taken you, to those great places as well. I mean, as you say, that was 10 years. This has only been 3 years, and you're already in the Maldives.
Yes.
Done some great competitions across the UK. I'm sure we'll be going abroad for some competitions as well in future.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as my health allows, and my joints keep going. I know that there are a lot of pickleball players wear all sorts of supports and take all sorts of medications to keep themselves going. In the Facebook forums, I see the questions about their health issues, how they're going to cope with their tennis elbow or their plantar fasciitis, and it's quite. But we all want to get out on court, and we all want to play.
Well, yeah, of course. What is it you do for work?
I'm a podiatrist. It's my main living. Yes.
So that links into pickleball injuries and all the foot injuries. I'm sure a few people watching have had some foot injuries before.
That doesn't mean you can message in and ask me how I can fix your foot problem.
But it's just a great way that everything links together. I mean, dragon boating, I'm sure the rotation of that gives you some power for
yeah,
shots.
absolutely. I mean, upper body strength and core strength with the dragon boat racing. The other thing we used to have to do, if you remember, was reach. Reach was a massive thing in dragon boat racing, and obviously applies to reaching in pickleball as well. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I know that you used to play snooker as well.
Yes.
And you've said before about how the snooker gave you a bit of the touch for for your shots. And
Yeah,
stuff
absolutely.
Like
So
that.
when it comes to the dinking and the reset game, just because you have to have consistency of stroke with snooker, that's really important. So when you're drilling for pickleball, it's the same sort of thing. It's just having that consistency and knowing the amount of power you have to apply to something to get the reaction that you're after
Yeah, just
from the
a little
ball.
bit of muscle memory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goes a long way.
Yeah.
PicklePals are supporting this podcast, so we have our viewers, our pals, our PicklePals, sending in any questions they've got, and even our guests asking us any questions that we want to ask in the future. So we've had one, which is that they've heard of Picklebook coming about, and they've asked if PicklePals is similar to Picklebook, and is there some clash going on there, and how's that going on?
Okay, so I don't know a lot about Picklebook. It was something that came onto my radar after we'd started the development of PicklePals. Picklebook, it's something apparently being developed by Pickleball England that's going to allow clubs to connect with Pickleball England. And some of the features I think are duplicated to what we're going to have in PicklePals. But I think our app is there to solve whatever problems there are in pickleball, wherever they are in the world. We're not just restricting to England. Obviously, we're based in England. We'll do our testing in England. We'll test, make sure everything's working okay. But very much we want to get the information from those who are playing the sport and involved in leading the sport, in order that we develop our app to support them the very best. I think competition is a healthy thing to have in any business environment. It helps to drive innovation, adaptation. It means that the consumers, the players and the leaders eventually get better choices, better products, better services. So I'm happy for us to be in a similar space to Picklebook, albeit from coming at it from a different angle.
Yeah, and you look at car companies, there's 1,000,001 different car companies that you can choose from. They all do things slightly differently.
But they all get somebody from A to B sat on four wheels.
Exactly.
Generally four wheels.
Different options for different people. Some might work for some clubs, some might work for others. And I think that's an okay, as you said, an okay thing to have. Healthy competition is a very good thing to have.
Well, that's what pickleball is. We all having healthy competition. We want to get on court. We don't sit there not competing. We all play a bit of competition again. But at the end of the day, we're friends. You know, you come off court and it's friendly. It's one of the friendliest sports I've ever come across for that. The minute you're off, then it's as if you played with that person rather than against them. Yeah.
Is there anyone that you can think off the top of the head that you'd like to...
As in to be a guest on this show, you mean?
Well, yeah. Anybody that you think that you've met that's very possibly influential or has a good story to tell?
Yeah, so I very much think that obviously we've got Sam and Julie here, and Sam's been very supportive of your desire to become a pickleball coach. And so that's an obvious one. But I think Tim from Exeter Club has been really helpful to you as well, and encouraging you in that way. The list is endless of names that you could throw out there. On this holiday alone, we've got a representative who's a deaf player. I mean, fantastic. His involvement in the sport. We've got Han from Northern Ireland running the clubs there in Belfast. There's lots of people who get involved and really try and make a difference to their community, local community, for pickleball to be beneficial. That noise overhead is a seaplane going over, because you have to land on these islands by seaplanes. So
yeah, they're very small islands. It's quite impressive actually. When you look around, the colours are just spectacular. The heat is immense, and the sand that's around us, I found out the other day, it's not actually sand, it's crushed coral.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this.
No.
It's quite amazing, and you walk out into the sea and there's coral, and this is an incredible place to holiday and play pickleball.
And maybe we'll come back one day, mate.
Yeah,
we'll get invited back.
And they're they're actually currently building new pickleball courts. They're looking at revamping their current ones and taking it to a higher level designated facility, because those are few and far between in the UK, definitely. So Jonathan, that is the end of our PicklePals segment. We didn't have many questions for you, unfortunately. Possibly we'll get you back on sometime to interview you again. And to stay on the PicklePals topic, is there any way that people can get in contact with us to ask any questions or find out more, or keep in our newsletter, get in touch, stuff like that?
Absolutely. So you can register for updates as and when they're available at www.PicklePalsApp.com. You can email us info@PicklePalsApp.com. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at PicklePals App. A bit of a theme going on here. Just PicklePals App will find us, and the messages will come through. And please feedback to us anything that you'd like to, anything you'd like to share with us. We are open to any information we can gather. We're only 3 years into the sport. Some of you will have been twice, 3 times, 4 times as long in the sport as us. So we value your sharing your experience and your knowledge.
As you said earlier, we're trying to be as community driven as we can be. So we will hear everything that you have to say, probably implement it, discuss it with you. Anything we have, we'll put on the table. Pretty much everything is an open book with PicklePals.
Yeah, and we're trying to be as inclusive as the sport is.
Yeah, I think that's a good phrase, as inclusive as the sport is. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, thank you for inviting me on the podcast.
That's okay.
It's been an honour and a privilege to be interviewed by my son, and great to see you taking this forward.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Pickleball Legends. We hope to catch you soon on your favourite streaming platform. Thank you, Jonathan, for joining us on this journey and on this podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And catch you in the next episode.
Thanks for watching this episode of Pickleball Legends. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, follow and subscribe, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts or anywhere else you get your fix. We've got new episodes coming out every 2 weeks, so make sure you're following so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, keep dinking, keep smiling, and stay legendary.